इधर सुनो ना। हेलो। एक काम करो, मीट लिंक ही भेज दो जूनियर ग्रुप में, मीट में ही ज्वाइन करो सबको। यहीं पे क्वेश्चन वोश्चन पूछेगा तुम्हें। इसको स्ट्रीम कर देना, लास्ट में उसी को रिकॉर्ड डाल देंगे उसी में, रहने दो। इसका रिकॉर्डिंग ही अपलोड कर देंगे, समझा? कि सबको बोलो फटाफट ऐड कर दे इसी में, ऐड हो जाने के लिए जल्दी।
Yes, sir.
Later on.
Sir, I'll be giving just your background about information about the what you are and what your backgrounds to the audience out there. Then
Alright.
we will proceed with the proceedings out there.
Fine. So you want me to keep
No, sir.
first slide full screen?
Full screen. So first then you will. I'll tell you
Okay.
when to do, and then you
Okay.
will continue it.
Sure. It was
Yes.
just ensure the recordings are being done, and
Okay.
if the
Okay,
live
sir.
stream is the live stream started now on YouTube?
Okay, I'll check it in format, sir.
All right. You are
Yes.
recording, na?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We are recording the session and we will upload the session on YouTube, sir. On our
YouTube,
social
sir.
media handle. Fine. Thank you. Okay, sir. So actually in the meet we are only MES members are joined here, and the rest of the attendees are watching us live on the YouTube, sir.
Live on the YouTube
Okay,
platform.
fine. Yes, sir. Okay,
Okay,
you
sir.
may start now.
Okay, sir. So good evening, everyone. This is Etwa Rao from Mechanical Engineering Department, batch of 2K22, and I welcome you all to the exciting and informative session of Mech-E-Meet. So it's an online exclusive interactive session or an roster where we invite the speakers from various realms, industries, uh, in the fields of academic or in the research fields, in which they put on their valuable sides, valuable their insights to us, so that we can take it to the further courses of our life. So, sir, today we welcome an exceptional leader in the field of sustainable development and the corporate management. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Sushil Kumar Sharma, sir.
Namaskar.
Yes, sir. So, sir is the founder and CEO of Sustainable. He is also a former general corporate head for sustainable development at NTPC Limited, and brings him with over 40 years of rich and varied experience. His remarkable journey and dedication to sustainability make him a true pioneer and visionary in this field. So, in today's session, Sir will be sharing his insights on the topic entrepreneurships in the era of startups. So, sir, we'll having the interactive sessions at the end, where the audience will ask the Q&A or the questions, that whatever they have, they'll ask the questions at the end.
Great.
Okay, sir. Okay. So, without any further ado, sir, it's my pleasure to hand over this virtual stage to you. Okay, over to you, sir.
Thank
You
you.
may
Just
start the presentation.
all right. Thank you.
Okay,
I'm
sir.
just sharing the screen and then
Okay,
come
sir.
back.
Yes.
I hope screen is now shared.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
It is visible and full screen.
Yes, it's a full screen visible.
Wonderful. So let me welcome from my own part the fraternity who are attending today's program virtually of BIT Sindri. BIT holds its name in engineering fraternity countrywide. In fact, in our own organization, NTPC, when I was working there used to be many colleagues from BIT. So BIT has its beginning in 1949, post-independence early era, and this year is celebrating 75 years of what I should say, educating and making available the brilliant minds, engineering minds to the nation. The ecosystem of within campus and surrounding area appears to be wonderful. And yes, it speaks a lot about the overall nature within and in surrounding area of BIT, which is nowadays a big challenge. Not taking much time, as I have mentioned, you are celebrating 75 years, and congratulations and compliments on this occasion from my side as well. BIT Sindri is doing wonderfully well, and let me add up a filier through today's contribution, which is on entrepreneurship in the era of startups. Not taking much time, let me go through what we are talking about. We will be beginning with our own country, the present scenario. We'll next migrate to entrepreneurship, then to present era of startups, which subsequently become unicorns and unicorns. Then we will look into about the budding entrepreneurs. You all are very young, and yes, I consider many of you to be as entrepreneurs. Startup journey, how it begins, how it progresses, and passes through different phases. And then we will have a look on success stories. And I'm sure it will be delighting you all. So let us begin. The theme of your 75 years celebration, you say excellence. So it's a wonderful one. I thought, why not I begin with excellence and then integrate it in today's topic. So excellence is a age-old specialization.
It began in the era of 384 years before Christ. So we can look into it is more than 2500 years from now. And what it was considered to be in those days, excellence is never an accident. It is the result of high intention, sincere efforts, intelligent direction, skillful execution, and the vision to see obstacles as opportunities. So this wonderful definition is 2500 plus years. With time, excellence is also redefined, and it was redefined by none else than the ever greatest spiritual leader our country had, Swami Vivekananda ji. In his words, he says, teach yourself, teach everyone his real nature. Call upon the sleeping soul and see how it awakes. Power will come, glory will come, goodness will come, purity will come. And everything that is excellent will come when this sleeping soul is roused conscious activity. So this was about say 150 years before. Now next, in present era, excellence is defined as excellence is the result of caring more than others think is wise, risking more than others think is safe, dreaming more than others think is practical, and expecting more than others think is possible. And here lies the foundation of startups. So with this theme of your celebrations, let us look into what we are today as a country. With 144 crores or 1.44 billion population, we are the largest country globally. Our GDP is 3.8 trillion. Now the fifth largest economy globally. GDP growth is 8.24 during ongoing year, 8.2% during ongoing year, and it is highest among G20 or the developed countries globally. Not only this year, it is continuing post-COVID era. In fact, COVID was a big threat globally, but our minds, innovativeness and creativity converted COVID into big opportunities, a threat into big opportunities. During COVID period, we had a biggest setback in our GDP, but post-COVID, we are doing year after year wonderfully well, and paths are shining. GDP growth last year concluded in March 24, a year as a whole, it was 7.8% and the highest globally. Median age of our countrymen is 28.2 years, saying that we are the youngest country globally. Now we have 1 crore 9 lakhs 81,843 users who are visiting Startup India portal. I am sure many of you might be in this count. If not, kindly take a note and add up in this count. If you are interested in entrepreneurship or startups together, you must visit this portal from time to time. There are a lot of updates about the startup ecosystem in our country. There are 7,27,302 users. First one is visitor, 1 crore 9,81,843. They are visitors. Now these are the users who are making use of the portal, 7,27,302. And to make the use of portal, one need to register. Then up to now there are 1,39,368 Government of India through DPIIT recognized startups. DPIIT is Department for Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade. So we have now 1 lakh nearing 40,000 startup. By this month end, we will definitely cross 1,40,000 figures very positively. Out of them, we have 112 unicorns, and globally, our ecosystem now is third best as a startup overall ecosystem. So once again, as I have stated earlier, take note of it. If you have very small thought in your mind to be entrepreneur or startup, then kindly start visiting Startup India website for updates. You will be surprised how our country is progressing and these startups are contributing in the growth journey of our country. Continuing again, let us take into what are these indicators. Energy and environment, the global priority. I am sure you might be updated with the developments happened during recent visit of our Prime Minister to Italy, wherein he participated in G7 meet. Point to note is, we are not a member of G7 group. Despite that, since last 6 years, year after year, every year, we are being invited as a special guest, a special member to contribute. That is the importance India has attained among top global leadership. International of Year, it was celebrated last 2023, and Bihar and Jharkhand, these two states, they are very rich in millets. That's why I thought, let me link up this year. There is a lot of potential possibilities and probabilities for a startup in Jharkhand and Bihar to do wonders. Mission Life, it inspires us to live for the environment, meaning thereby what we think, what we do, environment should always remain a consideration. And there is portal of Government of India on Mission Life. There is a substantial updates and material available about do's and don't. And being a wonderful fraternity in your campus, you definitely can bring a change, adopting yourself, the themes of Mission Life, practicing them, and the environment in surroundings of your institute's campus. You can become the catalyst for change in society. International Solar Alliance. India is doing wonderfully well as far as energy transition goes. And International Solar Alliance is an alliance which was initially set up by India and France, is headquartered in New Delhi, and India is continuing the Secretariat Office of International Solar Alliance since beginning. Our minds, I will say most of them engineers, they are working in more than 60 countries and helping those countries to make use of solar energy through Solar Alliance. International Yoga Day, 21st June is just next week, and International Yoga Day is again a gift to global community from India, and a lot of possibilities are there to make use of these platforms to come up with startups. One sun, one grid, one world. This is another concept which is now accepted globally, is given by India. We all know we have only one sun, we have only one world, but we have country-wise different grids. So India has proposed to integrate as many as grids together to become one, thereby take the fullest advantage of sun, since if we consider globe as a unit, it never rises and it never sets down. So to make the best possible use of solar potential, this concept India has come up, which is accepted by globally. Now another one, India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor. I'm sure you might be aware, this is one of the very important outcome of G20 meeting held in Delhi, wherein India is steering this initiative, and it is going to change the export and import scenario globally, more so keeping India in focus. Our country ranks 112th out of 163 countries in Sustainable Development Goals ranking. Sustainable Development Goals aims at leaving no one behind, and timeline to achieve 17 adopted Sustainable Development Goals each 2030. So we are midway. In fact, these goals were adopted in 2015. They were signed and became operational in 2016. 2016, 7 years. We are midway, next 7 years to go. Then ESG rank. ESG is indicator of sustainability. Here, there is vast potential. We are in fact in the threat zone. Our rank is 56th out of 63 countries ranked. Now, here lies the opportunities to come up and contribute. Sustainability rank is 36th out of 48 countries ranked. Energy efficiency rank, 25 countries are ranked and we are 16th. Entrepreneurial country rank, out of 100 countries ranked, we are 9th. CCPI rank, this is Climate Change Performance Index. Our rank is 7th out of 59 countries ranked, and these are all top countries. In fact, top 3 ranks are blank. 1, 2, 3. These 3 ranks are kept blank, and countries are in fact ranked only 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Thereby we are 4th. So among top 5, last year we were 5th. This year we are 4th. Next year I am convinced we are going to be 3rd. And the countries ahead of us, if we take their geographical area or their population, they are smaller than our state of Madhya Pradesh. That indicates that many of our states are, in fact, if they are ranked equivalent to countries, they will be among the top ranks. Next is entrepreneurship, the topic of today. Here, country has done wonderfully well. Our rank is 2nd out of 49 countries ranked, and ahead of us is only one country, that is UAE, United Arab Emirates. The way we have progressed in entrepreneurship, it appears to me in coming time we will be number 1. The way our government is promoting startups, the ecosystems it is creating, the competition it has created among states, it speaks wonders. That's why I have appealed you all or requested you all to keep visiting Startup India site time to time. So these points I have already briefly touched upon. They are just visual reminders to keep in mind that mission life brings a lot of potential opportunities for startups. This decade 2021-2030 is being celebrated as the ecosystem restoration, decade of ecosystem restoration under the aegis of United Nations. So United Nations decade on ecosystem restoration is important period wherein globally investments are focused and directed to revive and enrich the deteriorated ecosystems. With these background, let us come into where and what Startup India is. So just few reminders. Startup India portal, there are 1,09,81,843 users, visitors, and users are 7,27,302. Recognized startups are 1,39,368, and unicorns have become 114. So these are some of the select statistics speaks about the present state of affairs in startups. Now, coming specific to Bihar, BIT, the institute campus. So Bihar startup policy was launched in Bihar in the month of August 2022. So it is less than 2 years. Aim of the policy is to boost entrepreneurship in the state. Young Bihar entrepreneurs would get a loan of rupees 10 lakhs without interest for 10 years. So I have brought out very specifically. Without interest, you get 10 lakhs rupees for 10 years. This sum will be allocated as seed money under the Bihar startup policy. At present, there are more than 2,000 startups. They are functional in Bihar, out of which 900 are in Patna, the capital city. Patna is the 14th startup hub in India. Which is the first one, startup hub? It's Bengaluru. IIT Patna Incubation Center is there, and in Patna there is B Hub. I understand it is Bihar Hub, another one to help startups to come up. Most prominent startups in Bihar are Dehat, one of the biggest agri startup. It began in year 2012. Abhishek Dokania, Adarsh Srivastava, Amrendra Singh, Sasank Kumar, and Syam Singh. These 5 minds are behind this startup Dehat. It is now 12 years in being. There are 18 lakhs farmers they have registered. They are doing rupees 1,965 crores revenue during concluded financial year 2023-24, and their valuation is US $700 million. As I have stated earlier, a startup whose valuation becomes 200 million is termed as unicorns, and unicorns, they are in fact in the preparation way, on their way to become unicorns. So these are some more in addition. Medisala, Roadwage, Hanuman Care, Mithila Angel Network, Jhaji, D2 Heart, iMithila, Recycling, Sattuji, Step Up i5. These are some of the prominent startups from Bihar. Now, you may be wondering why I am only talking Bihar. It is not. I will also talk about Jharkhand. So, further, most profitable businesses and ideas relevant to Bihar are organic farming, millets farming. Millets is very special variety within agriculture. Dairy, coaching classes, digital marketing services, website designing, wedding planner, cloud kitchens, interior designing and decoration, drop shipping. This is courier sort of service for vegetables, fruits and all. Tours and travel services. So this is one of the priority of Government of India now in present government. It focuses on hospitality, transportation, sightseeing, and it is emerging as a big business idea. Pet care services, and finally, to help business owners get started, Tata Capital Business Loans has now got a bouquet of options. So this is another option in addition to 10 lakhs rupees available from Government of India. I will share more. So in today's time, for entrepreneurs, money is not a limitation, is not a hurdle, is not a resource in shortage. It is available if there is enough dedication, determination, and devotion to the ideas which are practical and are scalable. So Bihar Day is celebrated every year on 22nd March, and keep an eye on such occasions. Various special initiatives are taken. Coming to Jharkhand, to Jharkhand startup policy, it aims to establish, it was aim when it was launched, thousands startup by 2028. And let me share with you, right now in Jharkhand, there are startups more than thousands. So Jharkhand startup policy says it is known as the land of forest. Jharkhand state is known as the land of forest and land of tribes as well, I can say, is emerging as a promising destination for startups in India. With its abundance of natural resources, skilled workforce, and supportive government policy, the state has created an enabling environment for entrepreneurs to thrive. In recent years, Jharkhand has implemented a progressive startup policy that aims to attract, nurture, and scale innovative ventures, positioning the state as a front runner in India's startup ecosystems. So all the states, they are competing now. Now, the potential areas are infrastructure development, financial support and incentives from government, skill development and capacity building within this policy, Jharkhand startup policy, regulatory reforms and ease of doing business, industry academia collaborations, and is the link, hyperlink to visit policy. Further, most profitable businesses ideas in Jharkhand. It continues. Jharkhand is the 57th most popular location globally to start a company or a startup. This is 57th globally. And within country, it ranks 17th in India. There are 1,200 DPIIT recognized registered startups at now. Jharkhand's environment is favorable for jute production. The local craftsmen make beautiful jute bags and baskets, making a jute products business one of the best low investment business idea in Jharkhand. Most prominent startups in Jharkhand are Carlos Technologies. It is Jamshedpur based. Harvino, Portal Learn, Tire Drivers, On Prey, Johar Gram, 366 PI, Open Field, Go for Rooms, Pure's Dairy, Digital Jockey, Jurabers, BAP 23, Roja Technologies Private Limited, B2B2C e-commerce website, Beren, Mati Ghar, Business Square, Robotics, Soul Finder Research, Move Digitals, Tailor Me, Follery, First Aid, and list goes on. Here is a link for updates and a video link for getting further details or updates about these startups in Jharkhand. Now, let me begin with industrialization. Jharkhand is among one of the most, what I should say, steel and coal producing state. So industrialization began in year 1780 with Industry 1. During this period, mechanization was in early stage. Water and steam used to be the power source. Water and steam produced using coal from water. So it lasted for 120 years till 1900. Industry 2 began in 1900, continued for 70 years. During this phase, electricity became a reality, and assembly lines and mass production also came into being. Industry 3, it began in 1970, lasted for 30 years up to year 2000. During this period, computerization, automation, and initial phase of robotics began. Industry 4 began in 2000s, continued for say 20 years up to 2020. In fact, still it is continuing, but Industry 5 has taken up. It is about data sourcing, communication, internet, and networking. And Industry 5, which is now migrating from Industry 4 to 5, it is about distributed value chains, remote production, cyber physical systems, artificial intelligence, and so on. If we see the ages of different phases, Industry 1, 120 years, Industry 2, 70 years, Industry 3, 30 years, Industry 4, 20 years, Industry 5 definitely will be less than 20 years, maybe 15 or 10 years. It speaks that change is inevitable, change is happening, and change is speeding up. That means there are a lot of possibilities and probabilities for young minds to contribute greatly, and startups are the platforms. With this industrialization, we are looking into migration of Industry 4 to Industry 5 a bit further in detail. So Industry 4, it focuses on connecting machines, whereas Industry 5 focuses on delivering customer experience. That means customers are the focus. Industry 4 was about mass customization, and Industry 5 is about hyper customization. Industry 4, intelligent supply chains, and Industry 5, responsive and distributed supply chains, because carbon footprint matters nowadays the most. Smart products were about Industry 4. Now Industry 5 is about experience, activated, and interactive products. Then Industry 4, manpower was distancing from factories. That means machines were replacing the man. But during Industry 5, it is not so. In fact, manpower is returning to factories, and there is collaboration among the machines and the minds. So this is about what is going to take a turn where we stand. So Industry 4 was about producing more and more, whereas Industry 5 is about producing new and different. So with these backgrounds, let us come to entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship is the ability and readiness to initiate, develop, organize, and manage a business enterprise along with uncertainties in order to make profits. In present language, there is a bit shift. In addition to profit, planet is the priority as well. And so the most prominent example of entrepreneurship is the starting of new business. That means is starting from the scratch. That's the example of startups or entrepreneurship putting into action. The entrepreneurship is the creation of economic value. Entrepreneurship is viewed as a change entailing risk beyond what is normally encountered in starting a business. Repeat. Entrepreneurship is viewed as a change entailing risk beyond what is normally encountered in starting a business. So it is going beyond. Entrepreneurship give a chance to create employment as also to scale up business dimensions. Entrepreneurs have the courage to take risk and writing successful stories. Vedanta Group, Anil Agarwal, he hails from where? Patna. He is a global entrepreneur of respect. World Entrepreneurs Day is observed on August 21st globally. May I appeal you all to take a note and celebrate this day, August 21st. Organize some programs on entrepreneurship and startups and celebrate it this day as part of your 75-year celebration in a big way. If you feel I can also be part of and contribute. The day aims at celebrating entrepreneurship by acknowledging the entrepreneurs and encouraging the aspiring entrepreneurs. Further, entrepreneurship is an essential driver for societal health and wealth, both. So entrepreneurs, they are doing service to society, creating health or nurturing health and creating wealth. Entrepreneurship is a formidable engine of economic growth. Entrepreneurship promotes the essential innovation required not only to exploit new opportunities, promote productivity, and create employment, but to also address some of society's greatest challenges, sustainable development goals, or the economic shock wave created and experienced during the Corona period. The promotion of entrepreneurship is in the focus of many governments worldwide, and it is a great achievement that our country stands second best. So, entrepreneurship is in the focus of many governments worldwide for the foreseeable future, especially considering the significant negative impact on economies due to the pandemic, COVID period, 19, 20, 21. Entrepreneurs are always busy people. They work for 16 to 20 hours. They keep doing, following to keep them growing effectively and efficiently by planning the next product, brainstorming the next business, strategizing the next market move, studying human behavior, mentoring entrepreneurs, reading books, business magazines, bulletins, networking locally, nationally, and globally, and taking time off for self, family, and society. So they, in fact, enjoy the life most without wasting any time, making use of every minute, every hour, every day, continuously. Now, entrepreneurship, I will leave out this one because time wise we will run out. So I am leaving about how entrepreneurship have evolved. So this one I will leave out for want of time. There are 10 varieties of entrepreneurship which evolved with time. So I will cover up only last two. Ninth one is innovative entrepreneurship. An innovative and creative entrepreneur is someone who comes up with original ideas for new goods or businesses. That means startups. Scalable startup entrepreneurship. A startup that can grow. Entrepreneurs investigate market gaps and work to provide solutions. Scalable businesses put an emphasis on creating scalable and repeatable business models. So that is budding entrepreneurs and finally progressing towards Sunipreneurs and unicorns. Now, if we look into our country, the proud Indian entrepreneurs, I'm sure you will recognize yourself. These are the wonderful people we have who have contributed greatly as a result where India is today is because of the sweat of these people. Huh? J.R.D. Tata, Dhirubhai Ambani, T.B. Sundaram, the TBS motorcycle group, TBS Sundaram, Tamil Nadu, Dr. Kurian, Amul brand, global brand, then B.M. Munjal, Hero Honda Group, Hero Group, then Mahindra, Birla, Tata, then again Nirma Group, Mr. Patel, then Anil Agrawal, Patna, the Vedanta Group, and finally Man of Steel, Mr. Lalit. So these are wonderful entrepreneurs who have greatly contributed, and these are the next generation, I will say. Mukesh Ambani, Ratan Tata, Narayana Murthy, and so on. These are all young ones coming up. Mukesh Ambani, Ratan Tata, N.R. Narayana Murthy, Sandeep Maheshwari, Image Bazaar is his startup. Ritesh Agrawal, OYO Rooms, Vijay Shekhar Sharma, Paytm, Kunal Wal, Snapdeal, and Siddharth Lal, Eicher Motors. So these are the people who have contributed greatly. And entrepreneur, again in this series of Making India Proud, is Kalpana Saroj. May I appeal you all to kindly take note of this name, Kalpana Saroj. Study her life. Lot of substance is available on Google Guru. You all be surprised how an illiterate, married as a child, diverse, and a woman, how wonderfully she has grown and became a known name globally. She says, Ivy League degrees and fancy MBAs are not what make an entrepreneur. Grit, perseverance, and a superhuman ability to have faith in yourself does. So in her words or her conviction, degrees are not important. What is important? Grit, perseverance, and a superhuman ability to have faith in yourself and keep working and progressing. So this is about her. She is recipient of Nari Shakti Award and recipient of Padma Shri Award. Her journey is continuing, and the way she has worked and contributed, I am sure one day she is going to be the Bharat Ratna recipient. Now, coming further to startups. So startups are provided with 80% rebate in filing of patents vis-a-vis non-startup companies. So this is advantage of being a startup. The benefit of 80% rebate has also been extended to educational institutions as well. Why? Because government is promoting startups in educational institutions simultaneously. So educational institutions shall mean a university established or incorporated and includes any other educational institutions as recognized by an authority designated by the central government or the state government or the union territories for this purpose. So this is as per startup policy of Government of India. Now this policy was launched on 16th January 2016, and every year week having 16th January is now celebrated as Startup Week. So the Startup India initiative has rolled out several programs with the objective of supporting entrepreneurs, building a robust startup ecosystem, and transforming India into a country of job creators instead of job seekers. So nowadays, what is the problem? One of the biggest problem of our country is availability of jobs. Days are gone when government services were available enough, and there used to be not this much of crisis what we see today. If I recall my age, 40 years before, those days also there used to be somewhere 2 to 3 years when all were getting the jobs in waiting. Nowadays, all is not possible, and these years from 2 to 3 years has gone to more than 5 years, and only jobs are available for, because numbers have multiplied more than 10 times. So jobs are available not for more than, if we take country as a whole, 25%. So 75% they are to in fact take advantage of these schemes promoted by Government of India and various states to create jobs for ourselves and becomes a job creator instead of job seekers. These programs are managed by a dedicated Startup India team which reports to the Department for Industrial Policy and Promotion. So again, what is a startup? A startup is a new entity and it remains a startup up to a period of 10 years, having turnover of up to rupees 100 crores. So if turnover continue to be less than 100 crores, a company continue to be a startup up to a period of 10 years because there are incentives. More than 10 years, it will not be a startup. Before 10 years, if its turnover crosses 100 crore rupees, also not be a startup. It will become a company. So an entity recognized as a startup by DPIIT is eligible for benefit granted under procurement purposes as against the requirement of obtaining eligible business certificate by the interministerial board. So SMEs, that is small and medium enterprises, they are getting priority if they are also registered as a startup for supplying their services and resources or materials to government entities and exports. So India establishes new design lab for space startups. I'm sure many of you may be aware that now startups are there who are launching their own satellites. So this is government support. India establishes new design lab for space startups. Number of startups in India are increasing faster than in any country globally. And with this space, India is going to become the topmost startup ecosystem. 1,300 active tech startups were added last year, taking the total tally of active tech startups to more than 27,000. These are some of the prominent names: Hype Fires, Live Space, Lead, Hasura, Amangi, Open, and Oxyjo were the 7 startups with female founders to enter the Unicorn Club. So these are the startups founded by female girls, girl power, and they have become unicorns. More than 1,000 startups, they are focusing on millets. The year last year we celebrated International Year of Millets, and in such a short time, more than 1,000 startups are exploiting that opportunity. So coming back, a startup is a company or project undertaken by an entrepreneur to seek, develop, and validate a scalable business model. And these are the stages. that journey progresses. Requirements are technical skills, entrepreneurial culture, experienced mentors, they guide in a progressive phase. Regulatory environment must be well known. Collaborative culture is need of the hour. Then visible success, that means we must carry out thorough study where we are focusing, and without fail we are reaching what we are adopting a goal. Risk tolerance ability, we have seen in the definition of entrepreneurship. Risk taking is must. We have also seen in the definition of excellence. Availability of capital, now this is not much a constraint. So I am sure if you think to become job creators, certainly you can. The startup industry has become driving factor for global innovation and business growth. Companies need to learn how to adjust to trends while being sustainable and efficient to that, so that more startup can survive in long-term time horizons. Now, these are prominent sectors within startups: EdTech, Agri-Tech, EduTech, FinTech, Biotech, Green Tech, Carbon Tech, Smart Grids, Energy Storage, Solar Cold Storages, Greenhouses, Organic Milk Dairy, list goes on. These are select few. A tech startup is a company whose purpose is to bring technology products or service to market. These companies deliver new technology products or services, or deliver existing technology products or services in new ways. That means they improves the efficiency and effectiveness and quality of existing competitors over that. So these are some of the startups in tech area. Further, since you all are engineers, I thought let me just have a focus on it. Then opportunities in present times are regarding computing, smart devices, datafication, artificial intelligence and machine learning, extended reality, digital trust, 3D printing, genomics, new energy solutions, robotics, process automation, edge computing, quantum computing, virtual reality and augmented reality, blockchain, Internet of Things, form now 6G, 5G is already we are using, cyber security, and list is unending. These are select few. Coming about the startup ecosystem. A startup ecosystem is formed by people in startups in their various stages and various types of organizations in a location, like say for example Patna or Ranchi is a location, physical or virtual, that are interacting as a system to create and scale new startup companies. So it is not being alone and standing alone, it is networking and working together. So the points here are ideas, inventions and researchers. They are must. Startups at various stages. Entrepreneurs, they join and contribute. Startup team members, angel investors, startup mentors, startup advisors, other entrepreneurial minded people, cross functional we say, third people from other organizations with startup activities. So this put together is a startup ecosystem. And this one, in fact, I have already explained a startup ecosystem. Here I am just adding up what exists and where they do exist are in universities. I'm sure in BIT Sindri must be one Atal Innovation Center. advisory and mentoring organization, startup incubators, startup accelerators, co-working spaces, service providers about consulting, accounting, legal, and all. Because a select team of 3-4 people cannot do everything. So something need to be outsourced. Event organizers, startup competitions, investors network, venture capital companies, crowdfunding portals, other fund providers like loans, grants, etc. Startup blogs and other business media to propagate and update about the sector, and various other facilitators. So these put together, they constitute a startup ecosystem. Now, startup journey, it starts. Startups are businesses created with rapid growth in mind that shake up their industry and challenge the status quo. If you are a self-motivated, passionate, creative, and adaptable person with a great idea, you might be made for entrepreneurship. So one must to look within and seek views from friends and colleagues to ascertain, am I among them? So assess your entrepreneurial skills, develop your startup idea. These are steps. Create your startup roadmap, build your founding team. So team is a must. Why? TEAM. Together, everyone achieves miracles. So team is must, and that too cross-functional. Formally establish startup. Get startup funding. Set up accounting for a startup. So financial transparency is must. Establish startup brand. Hire a team. Launch and scale up startup. So this is all about how it happens. Now, best industries for startups in present day. I have spoken about it earlier, but now look into once again. Big data, virtual reality, e-commerce, leisure and entertainment, B2B softwares, shared mobility, delivery services, real estate, edtech, artificial intelligence, supply chain management and logistics, healthcare tech, fintech, and so on. So these are the best industries or segments in present era for startups. Going further, these are in fact 2002 and 2003. So the sectors I have named here, size of the circle is representing how much they are out of 100. So visualization you can make out that software and data is growing, healthcare is growing, fintech is growing. In fact, you will find most of them are growing. That's why number of startups are increasing in our country very fast. So these are startup India, various kits are available which guides to progress on our path. Now these are top 50 most successful entrepreneurs in our country. So maybe few of them you recognize, but these are the real change makers and bringing country to be the most fastest developed GDP. These are top 20 entrepreneurs of the year. So every year entrepreneurs are identified through various metrics parameters and then they are ranked. So you find here that male and female, they are all there, and these entrepreneurs, they have contributed greatly. Again, eldest entrepreneur in India, age is no bar. You see, 97-year-old entrepreneur, Madam Harbhajan Kaur, At the age of 97 years, she became entrepreneur, came up with a startup. She says it's better to wear out than to rust. That means instead of keeping idle, it's better to keep working. And you see, at the age of 97, she has come up with her own idea and is doing wonderfully well. So she is preparing her own sweets, which are marketed through Amazon and Flipkart and maybe some more platforms globally. What started off as a casual conversation soon manifested into an on order only business. And the youngest one, we have seen 97 years, this is 13 years. Tilak Mehta, a 13-year-old boy, won the youngest entrepreneur in the logistics sector at India Maritime Awards for his startup Papers and Parcels, which was launched in 2018 July. And you see receiving the award. Being an entrepreneur, you are not too old or not too young. We have seen entrepreneurship is all about converting dreams into reality, creating a homogeneous team and scaling up, and becoming national and international personality. So unicorns of year 2023, Buildesk, Dream 11, Girodha, Joho, Ease My Trip, Gupsup, Inframarket, Shiprocket, Meme Earth, Nykaa, and list counts. All right. Further, top 10 young entrepreneurs in the country: Ritesh Agrawal, Tilak Mehta, Sri Lakshmi Suresh, Trishneet Arora, Akhilendra Sahu, Divya Gandotra Tandon, Farah Acidwala, Kavita Shukla, Ranbir Allahabadia, Sumit Shah. So these are the top 10 entrepreneurs who have made wonderful businesses. So Ritesh Agrawal, at the age of 27, his concept was rooms availability and quality rooms. OYO is the brand. Is Tilak Mehta, number 2. Papers and Parcels. Now he is by this time 16 plus. The youngest entrepreneur he was when we started at the age of 13. Apex Infosys India. This is fantastic startup which has come up very well, and it is about founder of Apex Infosys India, Advait Thakur, holds 3 boards and advisor roles, including Chief Technology Officer at Grofel, board member at Apex Business Solutions, and senior partner and board member at Apex Infosys India. You see, the boy has become a big shot, right? These are top 10 young entrepreneurs of year 2023. So there are lot. This is something special. Sri Lakshmi Suresh, she founded E-Design and then Tiny Logo. So she is also among the youngest entrepreneur, and she has come up with second startup as well. Age is just a number. You see, the youngest entrepreneur of India is Sri Lakshmi Suresh. Sri Lakshmi Suresh, the youngest CEO female and world youngest web designer. She is from Kozhikode. Kozhikode is Kerala. Has been designing websites from the age of 4 and had designed a website which was launched at the age of 6. She was honored by the Ministry of Women and Child Development and received the National Child Award for Exceptional Achievement. She is the winner of the Golden Web Award, USA. She won 60 plus education awards in Canada. Feeble Minds Award of Excellence from UK. Women are on a remarkable journey of entrepreneurship. So if women are listening today, charge up, tighten your belt, be ready to fly, leading with positive belief and confidence. So startup entrepreneurs, these are all female startup entrepreneurs and top 35. Among them, Neha Narkhede, co-founder of Confluent, a streaming data technology company, now figures in the IIFL Wealth Hurun India Rich List for the year 2022 as the youngest self-made woman entrepreneur. So I think I have given enough stuff for you all to drive motivation and begin to think and contribute. Herein, Rosni Nadar Malhotra, she has become chairman of HCL Technologies, the first one. The second one, Nisaba Godrej, is managing director and chairperson of Godrej Consumer Products. The third one, Vinita Gupta, is CEO of Lupin Limited. Nandini Pramil is the executive director of Pramil Enterprises. Pritha, Sunitha, Sobna, and Sangeeta, these four sisters together, they are Reddy's, they are all Reddy sisters, India's first corporate hospital chain known as Apollo Hospitals. I am sure one is there in Patna as well. So you see what girls and females are doing. No question of age, no question of gender. If there is bill, there is way out. So this list continues. I will not be now reading because we must have time for interaction. So I am going fast. I have given enough content for this program, and if you are interested, we can interact once again sometime comfortably. So here is Atal Innovation Mission. Dr. Chintan Vaishnav is a socio-technologist who is skilled in creating complex systems that combine human and technical elements. He currently holds the position of Mission Director, Atal Innovation Mission, Tinker Labs, are countrywide. He is the person who is heading the initiative. A flagship program of the Government of India, and it is run under the Niti Aayog. Now, these are some more entrepreneurs whose startups have turned up unicorns. Unicorns means they are successful one. Their valuations are in US dollar billions, definitely more than 1 billion. So there are many. I am speeding up. Journey continues. So lot many are there. You see the smiling face, see and gauge their age. I am sure some of you today are going to join this list. Now coming to startup ranking of states, as I have mentioned in the earlier slides, that Government of India has created a competitive environment for states to compete and earn respect for themselves in the field of entrepreneurship and startups. So Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, they emerged as the best performers among the states with a population of more than 1 crore. So there are two categories: states with a population more than 1 crore and states population less than 1 crore. So in this category, more than 1 crore, Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, they emerged as the best performers. Next to it, among the states with population of less than 1 crore, Himachal Pradesh was the best performer. This was the fourth edition of the awards and saw participation from 33 states and union territories. Released by the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade on 16th January 2024. So this is during the celebration of Startup India Week. Further, the states and union territories were ranked based on their performance on 7 reform areas and 25 action points. The participating states were divided into 2 categories, as I have mentioned, category A and B. Category A, Maharashtra, Orissa, Punjab, Rajasthan, and Telangana were named the top performers, while Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Uttarakhand were named leaders. Bihar and Haryana were named as aspiring leaders, while Chhattisgarh, Delhi, and Jammu and Kashmir found a place in the list of emerging ecosystems in A category. Himachal Pradesh was the best performer. Arunachal Pradesh and Meghalaya were the top performers in category B. Goa, Manipur, and Tripura found a place in the list of leaders in category B, while Andaman and Nicobar Island and Nagaland were crowned aspiring leaders. Chandigarh, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu, Ladakh, Mizoram, Pondicherry, and Sikkim were the emerging ecosystems in category B. So this is about the latest. These were given on in January 2024. Year before that, these were 2021 startup ranking. I think let us save time, and I do not read out these. These are updates about startups. Government has launched a number of new schemes and initiatives, including Startup India, Startup India Seed Fund Scheme, Credit Guarantee Scheme for startups to promote startups. This I have already repeated time and again, the number of startups in country and so on. So I am going to leave out which appears to be a bit repetitive. These are ranking what we have seen. So this is just a pictorial form what I have shared just a moment back. These are the number of startups in various states. So the most startups are in Maharashtra, which counts 33,284, followed by, we can say, the NCR area, 23,085, then Uttar Pradesh, 19,000, then comes Gujarat, 12,659, then comes Karnataka, 19,067, and so on. So 14% of total entrepreneurs in India are women, and 35% are women directors in startups. The landscape of Indian entrepreneurship is changing, and the number of women entrepreneurs is growing day by day, according to the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. We have already seen these names, the female entrepreneurs who have and are contributing greatly. So going further, these are some of the states wherein female entrepreneurs, they are basically having headquarters of their respective startups. So unicorns, India ranks globally third, and we have now 112 unicorns. And these are the different states, or we can say cities, wherein unicorns are functional or they are headquartered. So Bengaluru have the 41 unicorns, 1/3 of total India has. Next to Bengaluru, as we are saying repeatedly, comes NCR area. Gurugram have 18, Faridabad just have 1, New Delhi have 8, and Noida have 7. So this is NCR area. Jaipur has 1, Mumbai have 17, Pune have 9, Thane have 1, Chennai have 5, and this is Telangana or Hyderabad have 2. So these are the unicorns in country-wise. So again, the unicorns in different sectors and their contributions. So I am passing on these all, and let us come straightway for what is the present environment, how startups are now being facilitated by other startups. So among startups, this is one, be work. So they are creating wonderful working environment, and they are leasing it out for budding startups, so that budding startup from scratch starts in wonderful conducive environment, which is need of the hour for a startup to take off and grow. So is a person behind is Karan Virwani. He is CEO, and he say an inspired workforce is fostered through a support system that nurtures their talent and goals for growth. So the infrastructure he has created is here. This is in Chennai, and he aspired to come in different parts of our country, facilitating startups to keep growing and growing fast, as well as in turn he will also keep growing. So a startup need not think of space. Now they are available. Money is available. Willpower, determination, and dedication is the need of hour. So Indian Overseas Bank has taken up an initiative. They are coming out with exclusive startup branches. So it has started from Chennai. The first bank is opened up in Chennai, Indian Overseas Startup Branch. This is dedicated branch to contribute, help only startups, no other services than startups. So this is a big initiative, big thrust, and I am sure shortly other banks will also venture in, and this initiative will see that startups do not feel shortage of money. So this is about their initiatives they have taken up, and they are aspiring to become and take up branches nationwide. So Indian Overseas Bank launches a specialized branch for startups, and they are coming up nationwide. So these are different services they are providing for dedicated to startups. Now, this is, we have seen that Gujarat is among the most promising state for startups. It has taken some very unique initiative. It aspires to become Singapore in India. So it is a gift city which is coming up between Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar. It is known as Gift City Gandhinagar. And how to start a business in the Gift City Gandhinagar, there is a special policy, and you see the infrastructure it has come up. This is first smart, fully smart city, which will be better than Singapore. You see the infrastructure which has come up and it's coming up. So spread over 886 acres of area, Gift City is India's first operational smart city with infrastructure for international banking, insurance, and capital market. International companies from countries like UAE, Japan, Australia, Singapore, and the USA, they have expressed interest towards exploring investment opportunities in the GIFT International Financial Services Center, that is GIFT IFSC. It has a committed investment of US dollar 1.57 billion and a workforce of 10,000 professionals. So startups is the language, and I am convinced that coming next 5 years, we are going to transform the overall production and service quality in our country and making it to world class and better than world class. It will happen only through you all in institutions. So may I now ask you to take note of these things, what I am saying to sum up. I am concluding. There is a program on what I should say, Tata channel, right? And they say Har Ghar startup. So if you have a Tata Play or a Tata TV network, kindly follow this one, Har Ghar startup. You will get lot of practical successful storage every day. Channel is 510. The second one is, this is available free on internet, the Better India. So there are success stories of various entrepreneurs with very less money, as less as even 5,000, who have become successful and are doing wonderfully well. So the Better India. And the third one, I'm sure many of you must be aware about. This is a competition which happens and is known as Shark Tank. So 3 editions of it has already taken place. You can see their episode through YouTube and get inspiration from those achievements. Now, again, back to the greatest spiritual leader ever we have, Swami Vivekananda ji. He says, the greatest sin is to think that you are weak. And he calls upon, arise, awake, and stop not until the goal is achieved. So, with this one in background, let us ride the wave of startups. Let us become successful entrepreneur and make our country proud. With this, you are all welcome for question answers. I will be answering each and every question which come forward. Thank you from my side.
Well, thank you so much, sir, for that enlightening session from your side. We really got to know most of new stuffs into your presentation, like that we want to be a job creator, not the job seeker. We definitely, yes, sir, we definitely mark up to that words. So,
Sure.
yeah. So from now onwards, I would like to open the gate for the host of question from the audience side.
Right. Now, here in my mobile number is there, and
Yes, sir.
take note of it. My email ID is there, and connect to me at your comfort. And I am available and is very active on LinkedIn. So
Yes,
if
sir.
you are on LinkedIn, kindly join. You will get lot of updates every day.
Yes, sir. So, sir, here's the first question that we came up from the platform of YouTube, that what are some of the essential qualities and mindsets needed to thrive as an entrepreneur in the startup world?
So I have already said,
Yes, sir.
right? I have given the
Okay.
steps as well. Now, just in brief, the first thing is one must think out of box. I'm sure this term must be used by you all, out of box.
Yes, out of box, it's been used
Something think
several times.
new, something think different. If you have some innovative idea, if you have a conviction about your idea, if you have confidence on your idea, then kindly form a close group of 3 to 4 members. Discuss your idea, seek inputs and suggestions, and mature that idea. You can begin in the beginning with your idea, but with journey, you need to make a team. As I have told you, you must be ready in mind. You have seen that there is no one single person as entrepreneur. In a startup, these are the teams. All right. So be ready to have a team, have overall updates from Startup India portal. Kindly, without fail, if you are interested, watch Har Ghar Startup program on Tata Plus. Then I must say that at least once in a week, you must look into what is happening in the startup segment through the Better India, and must visit the episodes available on Shark Tank. If you do all these things, I'm sure you are going to become a successful entrepreneur.
Sure, sir.
Come up. Next question.
So questions from the audience side.
Yeah. Read out, please.
Yes, sir. So for starting a startup, what should be the funding options?
Funding options I have already given you. If you are in
Yes.
Jharkhand or Bihar, you are getting 10 lakhs rupees from government support. In addition, I have told you about Indian Overseas Bank.
Yes.
Now more banks will join, but I will suggest that if you are beginning as a career option, becoming job creators, and a
Yes.
team of 3 to 4 people, then you must have some money as initial your own money, so that ownership continues, it keep growing, and business scales up.
Okay, sir. So, sir, here's the next question from Hitesh.
Yeah.
From early stage startups, what are the most important aspects to focus on when pitching to investors?
See, pitching to investors comes at quite later stage.
Yes.
All right, so this is not right time to go for discussion on this aspect. First of all, ice breaking, that is first and must, and I have explained you everything. So pitching will be required when it becomes a visible entity, and to become visible entity, one need to sweat, not as individual only, but also as teams. And then when visibility becomes, you can come up for pitching your deck. And in India, it is Shark Tank. That's why I have suggested to kindly go through the episodes of Shark Tank available there for their 3 editions. All right. There you will get a lot of practical happenings, how things have happened, how pitching succeeds, how pitching deck is need to be prepared, how it becomes successful or a failure. What investors sitting there are looking for. All right.
Yes. Now from the audience side, if you have any queries, you just may mute yourself and just speak up directly to the sir.
So how many people are today in all?
So altogether, I guess 70 to 80 people.
70 to 80. Okay.
Yes, sir. It's been exceeding, continuous exceeding, sir.
All right. Good. Great. So we should expect at least 8 to 10 questions, if not 80.
Yes, sir, definitely.
So come up, young minds.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, Mr. Rimil.
Sir, what strategies?
Mr. Rimil, you speak out first.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Dimil Thamram of Mechanical Engineering Branch of Batch UK23. Sir, my question is currently is this, that in the age of entrepreneurship, since we are in the mechanical branch and we are core engineering sector, so what are the ideas or what are the sector line we should choose to start entrepreneurship?
See, entrepreneurship do not have any barriers like specialization branch or so. You have seen, na? I have given you the potential areas also where we can. So mechanical engineer need not only focus on mechanical part. Mechanical engineers can focus on any part. For example, I will give out of box examples. Say you are from which place?
Dumka, sir.
Dumka, that is Jharkhand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So in your area, I feel millets must be quite natural.
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
Right. And millets with the least requirement of funds are becoming most successful startups. So why you think only of manufacturing? You must see the market requirements and you must see the potential visible and the possibilities.
Definitely.
All right. This is one. Second, if you look into the Better India startup success stories, you will find that there are many creations what people of technician level in manufacturing have done. So you will get lot of inspiration once you visit those stories, success stories, and nothing goes without manufacturing. Manufacturing is continuing since commencement of industrialization, and it will continue in time ahead as well. So manufacturing is also evolving. I am sure you must be aware about 3D printing,
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
right? So that is
Yes,
one
sir.
of the area you can focus on.
Okay, sir.
Now machines are getting manufactured using 3D.
Yes, sir.
Buildings are being constructed through using 3D. Buildings have already come up in India using 3D. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
the
Definitely, sir.
satellites, what are being launched, many of the components are through using technology 3D. So things
Yes,
are
sir.
changing very fast. Next question.
Good evening, sir.
Very good
Sir,
evening.
myself Sanket Mishra of Mechanical Engineering branch.
Yeah.
Sir, I, my question is, if I start any sales and market business, then
Yeah.
what are the marketing strategies have been the most effective? Because this one is most important. That marketing strategy.
See, marketing strategies also depend on the segment you are interested in, and they are dynamic. They are not one and same forever. Otherwise, everyone will become the successful entrepreneur in that segment. No. So you are first of all to identify your own idea. What is your idea? What you want to do? Why you want to do? What are the who are the competitors? What is the visibility? What are the possibilities, potential, and all? So there are a lot of things we need to think upon, work upon, and then assess the possibilities whether it is going to be a success or failure. May I remind you all, success rate of startups in our country is less than 10%. That means out of 100 startups, only 10 are succeeding, 90 they are failing. So failure does not mean end. Failure means starting in a wrong way. So we are to be very careful, cautious, mindful, thoughtful, huh? And carry out exhaustive study why we want to do, what we want to do, what are the alternatives, what are the competitions, and time is dynamic. If you keep thinking too long, maybe somebody in between comes with the idea you are thinking of. All right, Sanket?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
If you want further, kindly connect with me one to one. I will understand your idea, what you have in mind, and I will guide you accordingly.
Thank you, sir.
All right? Okay, go ahead. Next.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening.
So, sir, myself Sumit Kumar Mandal from Mechanical Engineering branch.
Yes,
So, my
welcome.
question is, what strategies do you use to build and maintain a strong team and company culture?
Repeat again your question.
Sir, what strategies do you use to build and maintain a strong team and company culture?
See, first of all, begin with individual. Individual values are very critical, right? Individual energy and individual passion, dedication, determination, and devotion is must. When like-minded people joins, then only it becomes team. And the word of caution is people should be like-minded. They should be convinced with the same idea. And if they are not convinced after a thorough discussion, then there is no meaning of having a member of different view and approach since beginning itself. So team formation, it takes time, it takes energy, it takes efforts. All right,
Yes, sir.
go ahead. Next.
So next questions from the audience side. If anyone have any
Good evening,
queries.
sir.
Very good evening, Mr. Roshan Kumar.
Yes, sir. Sir, my name is Roshan Kumar from Mechanical Engineering branch of batch 2K23, and my question is how to market our business when it is brand new.
First of all, establish the business, then only follow marketing. So first of all, you come up with the idea. Huh? Marketing is an strategy, which definitely there are different techniques to market, and it depends on what you intend to market. Is a new product, or is a product better than existing products, or is a service, or what? So there are different strategies for marketing, but it depends on what you are intending to market. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. The next
Thank
one.
you.
Good evening, sir. I'm Aman Hussain from Mechanical Engineering branch of batch 223.
Yeah, welcome. Come on.
Sir, my question is like, when we are handling a business, then which one is more important? Like to get more clients, like to increase our business first, or to get the hold of the clients we already have, like first to make them permanent?
See, you cannot make in today's competitive time permanent if your product or services do not have something special to the customers. So if a startup focuses on delighting the customers, keep doing something different, keep improving, remain better than customers, then you need not think of holding the customers. They will continue to be with you, and you can keep growing your customer base.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir. I am Priyanka Jaswal from Mechanical Engineering branch of batch 2K23.
Yeah,
So my question
Priyanka,
is that
welcome.
if we have a so my
Your
question is
voice,
that if we
your
have a
voice
startup,
is not. Hello, Priyanka. Your voice is not that clear. Make clear.
okay, sir.
Come on.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, now it is good. Welcome, Priyanka.
Sir, sir, if I have a startup idea, so is it necessary to get patent at the starting level?
No, patent is very later stage. Idea is not to be patented. Idea initially is to be started, and it is something if very unique. Then some special thoughts are to be given. You can connect to me one to one if you have some very specific idea where you think that possibility of patenting first is there. So you can connect one to one. We can discuss. If it is so, then definitely can go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Right?
sir.
If you want to share your idea right now, you can share. If it is not something very extraordinary.
Sir, actually, we have an idea and we were a team, but see, we were discussing about it.
So you can connect. Your team can connect to me. We will discuss separately.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. The
Thank you,
next
sir.
one. Some more questions? No questions. Shruti Pandey. Come on. You have raised hand. Shruti?
Shruti, go question. Sir, I think there must be a network issues with her.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay. So if anyone is there in between, can come up.
Any more questions from the audience side?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Roshan. Second question from you.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Sir, which is easy to bring something new in the market and capture the market, or improve the existing product by improving it and capture the market, which is easier.
Nothing is easier. Idea is only easier.
Yes, sir.
Three things. Out of box idea,
Yes, sir.
dedication, determination. They only decide what is going to happen.
Yes, sir.
Right? So,
Yes, sir.
first of all, you must discuss with one or two of your close friends. Now,
Yes,
Google Guru is giving exposure not only to local scenario, it is giving exposure to national scenario and more than that, even global. May I ask
yes,
simple question? How many of you are on LinkedIn? Roshan, good.
yes, sir.
So you are all on LinkedIn?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If not, kindly motivate your friends to join LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a free professional platform and it has potential to scale you up to global dimensions. So join LinkedIn, have your network of preference, and then become global entity. It will help you out in your professional career, whether you continue to be an entrepreneur, you choose to be an entrepreneur, or you go in, become an employee. All right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Come on, once again. Any more?
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, Ria. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my question is that what are the bases on which we can pricing strategy for our product and service so that we will have a startup manage rapid growth without any compromising the quality or the customer satisfaction.
You are asking about pricing strategy.
Yes, sir. So that we can start a startup that the customer should also not feel that we are taking much.
Okay. So it depends on what really you are offering. Whether you are just offering something very new in the market without having any competition at the time of launch, or you are launching something which is improvement and is competition for existing product or service. So it depends on scenario what it is. Pricing definitely is to be sustainable, right? But if it is a tough competition, then you are to see what are the prices being offered by your competitors.
Okay, sir. Sir,
All right?
and what is second question is that what should be the basis on which we should hire a employee means hire a first new employee. He is not having any experience. Like if we want to start a startup, in that I want to hire an employee. That what should be the qualities in that?
Okay, so this is about you are saying employing the people.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, you should assess for what purpose you are employing, and then what are your requirements for and expectation from employee. We must see what is educational background, what is social and cultural background, whether it suits to the environment you are nurturing in your startup. If everything is fine, is in alignment, you must also see how long he is likely to stay.
Okay, sir.
Because if somebody joins and run away in a month, 2 or 3, then only your efforts will be drained out without any return. So
Okay, sir.
there are a lot of considerations before resorting for employment.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Ria. Anyone more?
So we have received the question in our mailbox.
Okay.
But,
Read out.
the question is, what should be our deciding factor while determining high charge on products and services and catering personalized service or catering larger audience?
See, these are all you are talking about pricing strategies. So I have also earlier said that pricing strategy vary from product to product, from service to service, from place to place. All right. Just for example, if I will like to give, see, green coconut. If we are purchasing in Kerala or Goa, it will be much cheaper than if you purchase in Ranchi, Jharkhand, Sindri, or say hilly stations. All right. So likewise, your products also. What product you have in mind? What is the market scenario? What are the competitors' pricing? If there are no competitors, then you have liberty to, in fact, decide to begin with. All right. In that case, scaling up is the point. What is your overall business plan in time to follow? So, lot many factors are to be considered before deciding and launching a product price. All right.
Okay, sir.
In fact, you all are talking about the later stages. Let us talk in the beginning stages. So, go through the recorded version of this program. Take out your points. If required, you can organize this discussion once again.
Sure, sir.
All right. Any more points? I think it is done.
Yes, I think most of the questions have been covered till now.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So, sir, thank you for addressing all the questions so nicely and so beautifully that you all briefed all the questions, whatever they asked by the audience side. It's been great, sir.
All right. So I wish each and everyone who have virtually connected that you go through the recording once, twice, or thrice at your comfort. Visit the Better India portal. If time allows and is available, if people are at their residence, they can go through the episodes of Shark Tank. You can also go through. They are available on YouTube, as well as the Startup India portal of Government of India. To make use of these resources, you will get a lot of practical tips, learnings, and then you can connect with people. I have shared even details of successful entrepreneurs organizations in Bihar and Jharkhand, the two states to whom this institute mostly students are from, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
So,
thank
sir,
you.
now, yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir, please proceed, sir.
All right, I have finished.
Okay. So, sir, now on the behalf of the whole Mechanical Engineering Society, we would like to present an certificate of appreciation from our side to you. So, sir, for that very reason, I want to switch to the presentation mode. So, sir,
Great.
I think your presentation is on right now.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So I should log out now. I think I have logged
yes,
out.
Sir. Yes, okay. I'm presenting it. Yeah. Just a moment, sir.
Yeah, no issue. Take your time.
So here is the application certificate from our side.
Great.
So it's a testament of our bonding that we evolved during this session. It's been great, sir.
Fantastic. Great.
Yes.
You can share the soft copy.
Sure, sir.
Yes.
It's been, it will be sent to you by the soft copy via mail or stuff like that. Sir.
Sure.
Yes.
Well done. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for organizing the program. And I'm sure during the special celebrations time, you will keep on organizing such programs more frequently and keep learning yourself, your team, as well as the institute fraternity at large. So thank you, everyone. All the best.
One more thing, sir.
Yeah.
So we also like to present you a memento as a token of our love and gratitude.
Okay.
Just a moment, sir. Just a moment.
Sure. Most welcome.
Here it is, sir. Here is the memento for you, sir. It will
Okay.
be again mailed to you.
Okay, right. I think it is not yet displaying.
Oh, okay. Okay, sir. Just a minute, sir. Just a minute.
You have already recorded entire proceeding
Ha, sir. Yes, sir. It's been
and
recorded.
must have taken some screenshots also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, great. I think that visual is not yet coming.
Yes, sir. So is it visible now?
So
Not
there
yet.
might be any technical issues. I will share the letter of appreciation as well as the memento
All
soft
right.
copy
No
of
issue.
these two to your email.
Great. No issue. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you
Sumit.
for the wonderful session, sir.
And, Mr.
So actually, it is Itwa around.
Okay, good. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
So wish you all the best. Keep
Okay, sir.
progressing in your career, and sometime many of you or some of you become successful entrepreneur. Best wishes from me. All the best.
Okay. Thank you, sir,
Thank you
for
very
that
much, sir, for the
heartfelt
session, sir.
session, sir.
All right. Bye bye. I am leaving now.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, sir.
लिव कर कैसे
Okay, sir.
ये हमको ये भेज देना दोनों ये